Hi there, everybody. My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 47 of Let's Play Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. In our previous episode, we finally have arrived to the papal state of St. Heim, and we did quite a bit of exploring, shopping. You guys know the drill when we arrive to a new town, village, or city. So once we wrapped up that, we just talked with some of the locals, and now we're here at the library getting ready to do some good old-fashioned learning and reading. So welcome to the library, the librarian says. I will briefly explain the rules for using this facility. Basically, you are free to read any of the books in this building. However, no books can be checked out. What? Are you kidding? Why not? Huh? Really? I'm glad Roan's with me. That's ridiculous. Excuse me, does this library have holy scriptures, legends, and fairy tales? Certainly, you may read anything you like here. We only ask that you return the books to their places afterwards. Now and then it is nice to sit back and enjoy a good read. What do you all think? I agree completely. I love learning new things. Ryudo, shall we stay here for a while? I think the answer to that is yes, my dear Roan. So I think she said left to right is the best order to read everything, so let's go ahead and do just that. The Holy Light, book number 1. Know that long ago, all lived in the light. All knew the love of Grannis. The earth was bountiful, and the people's hearts were glad. And so did Valmar find the world. The taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Light and darkness moved to battle, by fate ordained. Men, too, prepared for war, their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, fought without ceasing upon the fields of eternity, day yielding not to night. The dead had long ceased to be counted when at length Grannis and Valmar fixed their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. What? Did Merrig write this? Oh, Ryudo, that's pretty funny. That kind of caught me off guard, actually. Ryudo is so sarcastic. So initially, I have to say as an aside before we keep going with the reading, I felt like Ryudo was a little too sassy, but the jokes have gotten better, maybe just as we've gotten to know the cast a bit deeper, and the relationships have become more meaningful than just, hey, nice to meet you, let's go on a journey together because reasons. I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny, so I'll give credit where credit is due. Anyway, Roan continues the conversation by saying, its formal title is The Holy Light. Quite an inflated title for a dumbed-down version of the original scripture. This was meant to be read by us common folk, right? Yes, that is right. Have you read it before? Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, I've heard it all before, though not exactly in this form. I'm surprised Merrig didn't have anything to say. I'm sure he's just like, whatever, Ryudo, shut up. So book number 2 is The Holy Light. Darkness fell before the light. The earth was split asunder. Land sunk to sea, and sea vomited land as Valmar's spirit was sealed. A new moon was hung in the heavens. It is written that when the moon burns in remembrance, so misfortune will soon follow. Thus it portends judgment of the righteous, and is called Valmar's moon, for the shadow of the Dark One lies long and heavy. There is much to meditate on within these pages. I'll have to sleep on it, which shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. You should at least be familiar with everything you find boring or difficult to read. Chances are they're all important. He speaks truly. You guys have been hanging out with Roan too much. Hey, Ryudo! I like that Roan is very learned for being so young. So The Holy Light, book number 3. The darkness stirred even as the seals were set, anxious again to work upon the hearts of men. So strong is its hatred of light. And Grannis set a part of his spirit aside, fashioning the sun to restore the ruined land. And then, wounded, the light slept. Does not the light of the sun shine even now? Does not the land await the return of its true God? May the light come quickly. Does not Ryudo tire of this? Does not he want to put his fist through this book? May his suffering end quickly. Which part of it bothers you? The part that says, whoopee for Grannis, let's run about happily, trailing brightly colored ribbons from our hands. I guess that cannot be helped. It is that kind of book, but it is sort of one-sided. So why don't we listen to the other side? I'm interested in what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to be fair. Roan does not agree. He's probably just like, okay, we should have left Ryudo at the hotel or at the inn. So the light of Lord Grannis, chapter 1. Once upon a time, people were in trouble. Catchy start, I gotta say. There was nothing in the world, and the people kept fighting all the time. One day, a huge light appeared in the sky and began to shine on the earth. The light blessed the earth and told the people to stop fighting. The light was Lord Grannis. The people listened to Lord Grannis and stopped fighting. Then the world became beautiful. Trees grew everywhere, birds sang sweetly, and fish played in the blue seas. Seeds rode the winds, and flowers bloomed all over. The land became a true paradise. The people all praised Lord Grannis and lived happily. This is painful. How many young minds have been totally warped by this bogus story? You have to admit this is quite a major work. I've never heard it. Which explains why your eyes aren't glazed over like everyone else's. What stories do they tell kids where you're from, Merrick? The sun also rises and the sun also sets. The rivers run into the sea and the sea is not full. The rain returns into the heavens. Such is the manner in which our cycles begin. The legends are taught to the young, even as I was instructed while yet a youth. Tree grows, beaver eats tree, tree falls, beaver builds dam, more trees grow, I get it. The Light of Lord Grannis, Chapter 2. But one day the sky suddenly grew cloudy. The daytime became as dark as night, and a heavy rain began to fall. A scary monster came to make traps to catch people who didn't take care of their hearts. Oh, these people became monsters. So this sort of comes back to what Elena has been telling us numerous times throughout this journey. One after another, the monsters began to attack the people who were living happily. Lord Grannis saw what the bad people were doing and lifted a giant sword to protect the good people from the monsters. Some people had run away when they saw the monsters, but when they saw Lord Grannis fighting, they came back to help. The battle lasted for a long time, and the people who had become monsters did not live through it. To keep any more people from dying, Lord Grannis decided to fight the king of the monsters, whose name was Valmar. Your people burden themselves with dread at a tender age. Your fear of demons and darkness must indeed be great. I wouldn't know. I've never seen a demon. What are you saying? You misspeak. What are you talking about? Miss Millennia. Oh, I guess Merrick said it too. Miss Millennia. Ah, right. But even if she is the wings of Valmar, which doesn't make much sense, she's not like the chumps in this story. No, she's truly not. What's this? Let's sing the Song of Light. Looks like the words to the Song of Light. Let's see. With the morning light to the word abounds. A miracle is brought to pass. Pure water, a teardrop, peace, light, love, sounds. The fruit of the fields breathes ripeness. The wind of blessing blows across the world. All is filled with thanksgiving. Storm and stress and darkness at last turn to the light and joy of a warm day. Oh Lord, thank you for your wondrous works. Ryudo is anything but impressed. It doesn't have much of a beat. No, it truly doesn't. Perhaps if Elena were to bring it to song. The Light of Lord Grannis, Chapter 3. What the fuck? Why are these books all over the place? At the end of the long battle, Lord Grannis killed Valmar, but was very badly hurt. The people gathered in worry around Lord Grannis. Suddenly, a huge moon appeared in the sky, frightening the people. The sight of this scary moon made the people fear that Valmar was not dead. Seeing this, Lord Grannis threw a part of himself into the sky and made the sun? Okay. Lord Grannis said, I will watch over you. If you keep your heart pure, Valmar will never appear again. Then he went to sleep. Since then, Valmar has stayed hidden away from the bright sun. Even while sleeping, Lord Grannis even now still watches over people so that they will never again be tempted by Valmar. Makes me think about how we were taught that the moon was unlucky when we were kids. Yes, as in the book, that moon is called Valmar's moon. No wonder people have that feeling that it is a bad omen. I was not aware. Hey, Roan, remember how scared you'd be when you'd mess around and your parents would throw you out of the house at night? That never happened to me, so I am not quite sure. You keep forgetting that you were the only kid destructive enough that his own parents had no choice but to toss him to the wolves. Yes, I would agree. Ryudo seems like he was probably a wild child from the get-go. So I suggest you shut your damn beak, bird. Okay, next book. Hey, this one's not about religion. How unusual. Strange that such a book would be here. Let's see. Raising Squeak Baws. Basically, the squeak baa needs no care. If it cries, just shear its wool and milk it and you'll be fine. You're kidding me. That's all that's in here? Yes, I guess so. It's the kind of book you'd use for a report in school. Looks like there's one more book over here, but it doesn't appear as though I can access it, so I'm guessing that's it, friends. It's quite a lot of reading and time spent at the library here. Alright, that's cool with me. So I think with that being done, we should have checked out everything. So there was the inn, the general store, East Silesia. Oh, I guess that's all it wants to share with us. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, we don't need to recover, do we? We already did that, but we will go ahead and save. Just because we have spent a considerable amount of time herp-derping around. So let's go ahead and spend the night. See what everyone has to contribute, especially since we spent quite a bit of time reading. I wish to thank you all for everything you have done for me. Hey, you did your fair share too. It has been quite a pleasure and quite an adventure as well. Much remains to be done with all. The wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly. That expression on Merrick's face, I think, is a very, I'm gonna hit it from the front and the back, baby. It's very creepy. Thank you so much. I just do not know how to thank you enough. My friends. It's my job. Don't mention it. Oh, come on, Ryudo. Are you really gonna shut her down like that? Don't say that. Ryudo. Excuse me. Oh, it's the priest from outside who greeted us? Miss Elena, come to the cathedral right now. His Holiness Zara is overjoyed by the news of your arrival. Right now? I'm in the middle of dinner. I'm not yet ready. Can this not wait? We shall bring your things later. His Holiness Zara is looking forward to having dinner with you. Please do not make him wait. No, I must not do that. Everyone? Ryudo? Don't spoil the moment, kid. By now you know what to do. Good luck. Aw, Ryudo's expression's so cute. Miss Elena, please take care. Your kindness is indeed a rare treasure, Elena. Elena, if you're leaving, give me my shit back. Thank you all for everything you've done. I will not forget you. I don't know why they're acting like this is the end. You would think, realistically, she would want someone to accompany her back to Carbo Village. Miss Elena, she's gone. She is, and now we turn to other matters. Well, our job here is finished. Yeah, the job's done, but I'm feeling a little sad about the whole thing. Go figure. Well, you'd think we'd also be concerned because technically Millennia is still within Elena. I can see it. The day of darkness is near. Valmar's moon, too, its vile shadow, is growing ever stronger. Valmar is certainly attempting to revive. You must understand this. I'm assuming this is the Pope talking to Elena. Okay, looks like that is correct. Listen, Elena, your mission is important, not just for you, but for the world. The darkness must be resealed in. And you know what, friends? Let's go ahead and just part ways here. I realize that this is a tad bit earlier than we've typically been ending episodes. However, I feel like some shit is probably going to go down fairly soon, and I would like for us to have as much of the action take place in one episode as possible. I don't know, just throwing some predictions out there. I feel like, is Elena going to give Pope Zara the big reveal that, haha, I actually have the wings of Valmar inside of me. And technically, since Millennia absorbed the eye and the tongue, I guess, does that mean Elena then is possessed by 3 components of Valmar? I don't know, but I'm guessing, and or maybe I should phrase this as, I'm wondering if once she reveals this to Zara, if she's suddenly going to be in trouble and we'll have to come save her. I don't know what is going to befall Elena, but I'm excited about seeing what that happens to be with you all in tow. So thank you as always for watching. My name is Rabbit. This is my playthrough of Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition, and I'm greatly looking forward to seeing what comes up next in our upcoming episode. So I'll see you in just a moment, my friends.